You ever have one of those rounds when nothing feels settled? You forget your golf towel, you lose a glove, you can't find your tee. You just feel like you lost your swing and you're just out there grinding through? Welcome to the club. We're playing at Green Knoll Golf Course again, and this course opens up with a gentle 512-yard par 5 in which I explored every bit of it, and some more. I just couldn't get settled at the start of this round, and I felt like I was trying to play so fast, which led to plenty of fat chunks. Got 133 yards here. I have a pitching wedge in hand. I got this playing 5, so I'm just trying to get this on the green. It actually landed exactly where I wanted it to. It just bounced off and rolled off the back, but this chip didn't help me. This chip wasn't too bad. I'm standing over this putt, just trying to stay triple bogey here. And it just slides to the left. Got myself a quad on the opening hole. Feels bad, man. But I'm actually curious, how do you guys recover mentally when you open up your round with a blow up hole like that? Let me know down in the comments, because I was trying really hard to put that behind me, but I'll be sad to admit I was struggling for the day. That's a drive that I can live with. This is an approach shot that absolutely drives me insane. Just trying to save par here. I think that was a little bit of a misread. I saved bogey. Barely. That sounded good, but it was actually very chunky. Only hit that about 70 yards. Got myself a gap wedge here, just trying to get up and down, but I found myself in the beach. But I must admit, whenever I'm in a bunker, I actually feel pretty comfortable. I'm not afraid of getting into a bunker or getting out, but it's just my approach game has just been failing me. I do have a confession though. I absolutely fell in love with the fade off the tee. I had my best round when I was playing the fade, but I gave it a little too much love, and slowly but surely the curve got bigger and bigger, and well, now I'm out here playing a slice. But what's your natural shot shape? Let me know down in the comments and how you navigate the course off the tee with it, because I'm sure I can learn from you as well. That approach felt really good, but ended up a little bit short. I'm just trying to get up and down for bogey. And just short. So 9 over through 5. My brain is scrambling here and my driver isn't behaving, so I made the decision to play hybrid off the tee. I guess that's maturing as a golfer in a sense, managing my game. 6-iron here, I'm just trying to get this on the green, 175 yards. I yanked that a little bit to the left and it was a little short here. So I ended up pitching right next to the flag. That was probably my best pitch ever. And that led to a nice little par, baby. Let's go. This tee shot was one of those. There was a group ahead and I'm playing solo and they told me to play through, so I'm nervous as hell, man. I ended up just hooking it to the left. Feeling rushed once again, I decide to lay up here so I don't end up in the water. Got myself a sand wedge, just trying to play that about 90 yards, which leads me a perfect gap wedge onto the green. But perfect it was not, because I barely cleared the water by like 12 inches. Trying to get up and down for bogey, up the hill, give it effort. Got myself a double bogey here, and we're off to the 7th. 160 yards, par 3, 8-iron in hand. This was probably the best iron shot of the day. A slight fade, trying to avoid the bunkers to the left. The pin's in a very friendly spot, and I got myself a putt for birdie. Gave that one a little bit too much pace here. I'm trying to save this for par, in which I do. Hole 8, 374 yards. Again, I'm hitting hybrid off the tee just for positioning, and I find myself perfectly on the left side of the fairway. I have 168 yards in. I got myself a 5-iron. I just need to carry it over the ravine on the right. Hit a very low one. I barely carried it over. Got myself here a pitch, just trying to get up and down for par. This probably is about 15-20 feet up the hill. Did not pace that very well. That's a 3 putt for double. Ah, jeez. Remember when I said I was maturing and I was going to play hybrid off the tee? Well, there's the ego check. A push slice to the right. I'm taking a drop here, playing 3, 7 iron, 159 yards, and check out this bounce. The greatest roll off the cart path ever. Great filming. I'm on the left side here, but even a better pitch. Check out this roll right up next to the pin. I'm just trying to save bogey here. That bogey felt like a rock star. Mature Danny back with the hybrid, changing to a bright orange ball because the cart path absolutely destroyed my previous ball, and that was the right choice. Find myself in the middle of the fairway, 212 yards, hitting another hybrid. I'm just trying to get up to the front of the green. A little bit short, got myself a lob wedge 47 yards in, and well, maybe this was the best pitch of my life. Saving par. Hole 11, 347 yards, a par 4. This one doglegs to the right pretty heavily, so I got myself hybrid off the tee, pitching wedge over this tree line to give myself a perfect lob wedge in about 60 yards. I executed that very well until this shot here. Oh, I can still feel the vibration in my hand. Apologies again for the great filming. I'm on the right, pitching onto the green here. I am putting for bogey, left that short, 2 putt for double. Par 3, I'm actually aiming just left of the tracer here to play the fade into the green. I ended up fading that a little bit too much back in the bunker, but I'm feeling pretty confident to get out in 1, in which I do, and I got myself a putt for par. I'm looking at maybe about 10-15 feet here. Swirl around in the drain. Let's go. The goal here was to fade it off the left side of the fairway so to run the speed slot or run down the fairway. I ended up push fading that to the right. Found myself in trouble amongst the trees, just trying to chip out here. Kind of duffed that, so I have about 107 yards here to approach this green. I have my gap wedge in hand going downhill, and that was a pretty good approach for my standards. Clean up with the 2 putt bogey for about 25 feet. I'll live with that. 145 yards, par 3, a bit of an elevated tee box. On second thought, I should have clubbed down here, but doesn't matter when you play thin to win. 30 yards here, just trying to pitch it onto the green. And on second thought, I got way too cute. I tried to flop that over the bunker, ended up rolling way out. I should have played it safe to the right of the flag because I left myself a very testy uphill breaker, and I ended up 3-putting this for double, and I'm moving on to the next hole. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Par 4 here, 337 yards, but this time the approach will be going up the hill. Had myself a 4 hybrid in hand. Found myself in the left rough, and this rough today was giving me so much problems. It was really thick and grabbing my club. I got really lucky that I was even able to find my ball here. 70 yards going up the hill, and I'm swatting away flies as I'm doing it. Got myself a nice puff of par and just sliced to the right. Tap in for bogey. The decision to play driver here was simply due to the fact that I would have 0 chance of hitting the green in 2 if I played hybrid. And well, this was the best drive of the day. And this left me with the perfect 9 iron 150 yards in. The strike felt really good here, but I guess there's some wind up there because I was ended up way short of the green. And third time again, I'm sorry, I'm somewhere on the left side of the screen here. I'm pitching on. I ended up running out to the back of the green here, and I'm chipping for par. Clean up for bogey, and we're on to hole 17. Got my confidence back with the driver, so I'm looking to play a little fade off the small tree in the horizon. I played the shot exactly how I wanted to, struck that very well. I saw where it landed, but the rough just ate up the ball, so I had to take a drop here. This putt for par I remember being very difficult, going straight down the hill, just tapped it to get it moving. Just trying to save bogey here. No better sound. Last time I played this whole driver was too much, so I got hybrid here, but I ended up hooking this to the left. So I end up taking a drop here, so I'm playing 3 in the rough. Chunk that out with a 6-iron. Chunk it out again with the 6-iron. And while third time to charm, it's a hybrid. Chunk that out with the hybrid as well. Anyone know how to play out of the thick rough? Give me some tips below down in the comments, please. But anyway, this hole had me livid. I typically pride myself in playing level-headed, but 3 chunks out of the rough after taking a drop off the tee. At this point, I just want to go home, and the play here reflects that. But at the end of the day, I have to remind myself that a round of golf is still something to be enjoyed. Even on days when nothing feels right, I lose my glove, I can't find my ball, I'm getting a couple bad breaks. There's always a couple positives and learnings you can always take away from the round. Today, I was really proud of my wedge game. Out of the bunker and shots within 70 yards felt really good. And now it's just about keeping the ball in play off the tee. All in, I scored a 98 here with the handicap of 25. It's a net 72, 1 over par. Thank you for joining me in this round. I unfortunately did not break 90, but I'm hoping you hear when that happens. I'll see you in the next one.